Here we have three amazing little RC cars by WLTOYS. We have got the mini rally car, which is known as the 284010, the mini infraction lookalike, which has been around for a little while now. This one is known as the 284131, and finally the mini desert buggy, the 284161. Now you may be thinking, I've already seen these cars here on the channel, and that is absolutely correct, because I've already done a full review on the rally car and the mini infraction version. Now Banggood have been kind enough to send me the desert buggy version. This is the one I haven't actually reviewed here on the channel yet. I have already done an in-depth review on this one and this one. And if you want to see the full videos, I will leave links down below. And the one thing I really like about the desert buggy already is the fact that it does have bigger wheels and tyres, which should make it more versatile. And if you look at the ground clearance difference here, you'll see exactly what I mean. Now these little cars cost around £50 or $63, and they're great fun and ideal on homemade tracks, but in the past I've also demonstrated that they can be used outdoors. Now yes, they won't perform as well as a larger car, but they still do pretty good. Now when it comes to what you get in the box, all three of these models pretty much feature exactly the same stuff. So of course you've got the buggy itself, some spare gears and body clips, a USB charger, a black and white manual. Now this is the 2 battery version, so I've got two 400 milliamp hour 2S lipos. Finally the transmitter. Now this thing is the updated one. I'm not a huge fan of these, and I did say exactly the same thing when I did the rally car video. I just don't like these. I don't like the way they look, and I don't like the way they feel. Now I never had any problems with the previous transmitter, so I'm not really sure why they changed it. So back to the buggy itself then. Now WLTOYS have gone for a wild colour scheme. I'm not quite sure why they didn't just go for a much more basic colour scheme, but we do seem to see this quite often on the WLTOYS models. So we have got an LED light bar on the top there. We've also got some LEDs there and at the front. Right, there we go. I've switched them on for you to have a look at. Yes, it does look quite cool. I just don't think we need that many lights. So we've also got some other nice little touches as well, like the fire extinguishers on the side, the exhausts. We've also got a full-size spare wheel on the back and a wheelie bar. Now this is quite cool. The body on this one is held on using one single body clip compared to the others using 4. And if we unclip it like that, pull the body up, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So we've got the blue wheels there. We've also got soft rubber compound tyres. So electronics wise, this thing comes with a 2-in-1 ESC and receiver, a 3-wire micro servo, a 130 sized brush motor with a heatsink, and this is a feature that you don't get on the other two cars. And I think the guys at WLTOYS know that this one is going to get a little bit hotter because it is running the larger tyres, and it also feels a bit heavier. But I don't think they've changed the gearing. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. So that's the electronics out the way. Let's take a closer look at the chassis features. Now this thing has got tiny little friction shocks, and you know how I feel about friction shocks, but actually these aren't too bad. So just like the others, we have got a metal chassis. Now you can't really see it, but this thing has also got a metal center drive shaft. It does also have metal front and rear CVD drive shafts. Now if you want to check out the full spec, I will leave a link down below so you can head over to Banggood and check it out. So that's pretty much all there is to talk about when it comes to the Desert Buggy. So you may be wondering, how do these cars actually perform? Well, first up, let's go back to the rally car video. Now it does feel really nimble. It's a very light and small car, this, and it does feel just as quick. Whoa, it does feel just as quick as the drift car, considering the size of the car itself. Oh, I keep flipping it. Now it is a little bit bumpy over here, and this is probably better suited to an indoor environment, but it's so much fun. So the tiny little rally car proved it could handle the car park with minimal effort. And I just love how fast these little cars are right out the box. So moving on then, what about the mini infraction version? Now it's been almost 2 years since I featured this little car on my channel, so let's go back to it now. This is where I come to film all my drift videos. It's a nice slippery surface, ideal for something like this, and we have to bear in mind it is a tiny little truck. I tell you what, that's full throttle and that is quick. I've tested out much larger models and they've been slower than that. It's a little bit bumpy, but we have to remember this does have barely any ground clearance. Oh, we actually flipped it there. Now the little infraction version has been my favourite for some time now, but I think the Desert Buggy is going to perform really well, so let's take a look at that now. So here it is, this is the Desert Buggy. What a cool little car. Hey! You can't help but love these little cars, they're so much fun. Let's see if it can handle a little bit of off-road. Yeah, not too bad. And there are some very big rocks over here. Go on, little WLTOYS. I'm not quite sure why they included the wheelie bar, because it doesn't really pop any wheelies. But that doesn't matter, because this little car is still lots and lots of fun. So there you go then guys, all three of these little cars performed really well, and it just goes to show you don't have to spend an absolute fortune to have fun in this hobby. These little cars are cheap and cheerful, and they'll certainly put a smile on your face regardless of which option you decide to go for. Now I think my new favourite version is the Desert Buggy, just because it's so much more versatile and it actually performed really well off-road considering its size. Now even though these cars have shown us that they can be run outdoors, I would still highly recommend running them indoors, because they will be a lot of fun on any homemade track. And something like this is perfect for a rainy day. So which version is your favourite? Drop a comment down below. If you're looking for some cheap RC fun, then you should definitely own at least one of these little cars from WLTOYS. Cheers for watching, see you on the next one. Take care. If you enjoyed today's video, then check out the full review that I did on the Mini Infraction by clicking the top video, or click the bottom video to check out the rally car.